Welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks. Open a beverage, beverage of your choice, because today I'm reviewing Bloodruth #1, published by Rippaverse Comics, written by Jen and Sylvia Soska, art by Michael Montenant, Montenant, and coloring by Brett R. Smith. No, the other Brett R. Smith. Just kidding. So here's the front. Here is the back and the side. Now, excuse me. This is a character who was introduced in Asylum #2, which I have not read, but I did hear about the character, and so I decided to order the first 2 books. I think those are the only ones out. It took a while to get here, and I wanted to check them out. So earlier Sunday, I finished reading it in between doing some Batman back issues, and I wanted to let you know what I thought. So here we go. Let me read the back for you. It gives you all you need to know. Bloodruth. Horror descends into the Rippaverse as something wicked draws the Blood Witch Sydney Bloodruth to Flores Park. Born to a famed family of Hellion hunters, Sydney, Sydnee, was born with cursed blood running through her veins that has been passed down her bloodline through the generations. The blood draws the damned to the Bloodruths, but also gives them unique blood magic gifts with the power to fight Hellions and send them back to the hell worlds they escaped from. With each vanquished foe, Sydney is one step closer to lifting the curse and saving her loved ones. After tragedy hits close to home, Sydney Bloodruth is forced out on her own to prove herself. Her sacred mission tells her that darkness is rising in Flores Park, and she is the only one who can stop it. But what evils await her there? That is the tagline. Or more than a tagline, but then you have the second one here. It's just a little thing on the Soska sisters and the creative team. Alright, so on to the book. It is actually quite thick for a comic, with a very good quality paper and exceptional art. This gentleman, Michael Montenant, Montenant, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. He was a fan art winner, and is the one who got to write this, draw this book. So what we have here is, first we have a little introduction by the Soska sisters, and then it has a couple of pages on what it means to be damned. All right. Then we get Sydney. She is fighting some bad guys, and he's a demon, and she's fighting them with her shadow wolves, and is not doing super well, and has to retreat to a church in order to protect herself and recoup. And then she escapes and goes to Bloodruth Manor, which I'm assuming is in I think it's in Louisiana. Doesn't quite say, but I seem to remember somewhere saying that it's in Louisiana. And she's there, her father's there, who is not talking to her. He is pissed because, as we find out later in the book, through excuse me, a couple of different flashbacks, he holds her responsible for what happened to her family. He and she are the only survivors of a fight that her family was in against a vampire, and she escaped with her life. And so the father is like, you didn't fight hard enough, and you came back alive. So he's pissed. But she gets drawn to Florist Park because something is drawing her there, some evil. So she goes. You can see just outside there she's doing something to point out where the evil is in there, and she gets attacked by this dude. Well, it turns out this dude is a representative of a couple of people. I think they're a husband and wife who need her help. They have bought a castle. You can see that she uses a dragon to fly, and you can see that castle there. This couple, this brother and sister, they bought a castle in that town, and it turns out that it is possessed. They didn't know that it was possessed, and they know of her, and they're like, okay, we want you to get all these. There's a squatter in there, and it's possessed. We need you to get these undesirables out, and we will pay you whatever you want. She needs the money and the kind of experience, and she wants to know what is going on in that town. Anyway, she's like, okay, sure. My price is I get to pick whatever one of your possessions I want. And they're like, cool, because they really want this castle. And she also knows that they're up to something. And she goes in, she knows there's something going on because of the story that they tell. And you can see, the art here. There's something going on, and she gets there, and she feels there's music going on. There's some smell of blood and all that, and then she sees this demon, and he's all these dead bodies, and he's dancing with this chick, rips her arm off. It turns out she was dead already, but he is Choke, a greater demon, and it turns out that he was summoned there by this group of by this guy who was having a party, and they thought it'd be kind of cool to summon a demon, and he wipes them out, and the demon is really stupid, and he's killing them all, and so she has to fight him. And the thing with the way it works is her blood magic, she has to use the blood to fight these things, and it kind of weakens her. And so she either needs to eat or sleep to get her power back, and it took a lot out of her, so she has to take a nap. Then she comes across the person who summoned it, and this guy is a descendant of Aleister Crowley. And first she comes across another demon who's even more powerful. She beats her. Then she comes across the dude, and he's like, oh wait, there's 3 demons. He mentioned there's a third demon, and she's like, what? And so those two fight the demon and have to fight a literal devil, small d, not the devil, but a devil. And all to come across, they get done, and she, as you would probably figure out, she defeats all of them and goes back to the couple and says, "Oh yeah, okay, my price, I want the castle and all the stuff that's in it. It's yours. That's what I want." Because what she has in there is there's this incredible amount of magical items in there that openings to other magical realms, other places that if the stuff comes through here to Earth can really do some damage. And she could also learn some stuff from this, so she wants that. And turns out that, so they're like, okay. And so this is going to be her base of operations, and these people are not happy. And it seems like they have some sort of power, as you can see by the glowing eyes. Now, was it any good? Yes, I thought so. One thing I like about this, there are two types of books that when you come in the middle of something and then you have to do flashbacks. There are two kinds like that. One, it's just really confusing. I was just reading one story where they were doing it in 3 different timelines, and it was really hard to keep track of which one you were in. And you're just getting way too much information in there, and it's really hard to keep track of when each one was. And then there's one where it's just like 1 or 2 timelines, like the past and the present, and you know which one is which. They're not giving too much or too little information. And this was the latter. You are able to follow along. It's well done. It's concise. It's clear, and also the art is very, very good. And some of the way they do the boxes on here, the panels, sometimes it's a little too many. But overall, I like the breakdown of this, the way they break the pages down. I like the story. It's interesting. Sydney is a wonderfully interesting character, and she's not overly powerful like some characters, and you realize that, hey, she's not exactly a wonderful all good character. She's gonna do some stuff. And so yeah, I'm going to recommend this book. The story was well written by the Soska sisters. The art is incredible, which I've already said. And I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. And, well, I'm definitely going to read number 2 because I already have it. But I look forward to reading number 2 and hope it is as good, if not better, than this one. So, if you are into, kind of occult type, mystery types of stuff, check it, because it is one of the better ones that I've read. And I highly recommend it. So, check it out. let me know what you thought. So like, subscribe, possibly share, and most of all, enjoy your occult mystery series.